Hello, everyone. Tonight I'm giving you a little update on the Type 9C 172nd scale U-boat by Revell. Since we last talked on part 2, I think it was, got a lot done uh, with the stuff that's been going on with the weather and everything. But anyway, added all the hand railings around the conning tower, the hand railings along the side of the deck, put together the two deck guns and the anti-aircraft gun. Got a lot of stuff painted and touched up, getting ready to put the rigging on soon. But I thought I'd give you a little update as to um, what it looks like. Let me zoom in here a bit. Oops, sorry about that. This tripod I got just doesn't want to seem to cooperate. But anyway, got some rust coming out of the vents on the side of the hull. Got some grime added to the hull also. As I said, I think in part 2 I'm not going to really grime this one up a lot either. I know that probably doesn't sound good to a lot of guys out there. They love to see these things all grimy and nasty, but maybe one of these days I'll get one and specifically just try to make it as grimy as possible. Also, too, on the aft part of the ship, I was able to get the propellers on, the dive planes. This port side dive plane was an interesting story. As I was modeling it and building it, I took that one off because I wanted to do something there. And I put it in a really safe, secure spot where I know exactly where it was. And of course, after looking at 20 or 30 secure spots where I knew exactly where everything was, I finally found it in a little tin, sitting nowhere near anywhere I thought it would be. So I did find it, got it installed and put on. And just goes to show you, whenever you think you know what you're doing, oh well, there it goes. Best laid plans of mice and men, right? And then I was working on the antennas and the periscopes, and I haven't got the antennas on just yet, but I got a lot of it going. And I put a couple of crew figures on there to make it look, yeah, and they do have the little, let me see if I can zoom in. They do have the little platforms underneath their feet. I just put them on there to give you an idea of what they would look like, crew figures on a 72nd scale U-boat. They are the little pack. I think you get 40 some figures from the old Revell 172nd scale U-boat figures. Um, Painted some of them up just to put on there. Eventually, when I do finish up, I'll put some figures on the boat, but they won't have the little platforms underneath them. As you can see at the vents, I've got some rust starting up on those and starting to grime. Added a little more down there to the bottom of the vents. Slow process getting all that to meld into each other. Got a little bit back there. So it takes a few applications where it builds up on itself to look more realistic. On this one, I thought the Type 7 had a ton of rivet lines and stuff, but geez, Pete, so did this thing. I know. So there'll be a lot of application of light rust to everything on this. See if I can get this to move back up without it jumping real bad. Now we'll see if we can get it to zoom out a bit. Oh, wrong direction. Bear with me. To go back into focus. Looks like it. But anyway, I've still got a lot of work to do on it, so there'll be at least probably 2 more videos on it as we move along. I pretty happy with the top of the main deck, although I had a couple spots where the light spray paint from the upper side hall showed through a bit, so I'll have to go back and touch that up a little bit and do some more different darker shades of gray to make it more mottled looking a little bit from wear and people running around on it. Haven't quite decided which boat to do. I know there's a few of these plain Type 9Cs, and some of them got to do quite a few. Some of them did 6, 7, 8, 10 cruises or patrols, so they had some victories on them and stuff. Got to detail up the periscopes and the other pieces that go to the conning tower. I'm going to have to check into the model says to put the 88 millimeter on the back facing the bow and the main gun facing the bow, but I've seen a lot of pictures where, well, I haven't seen a lot of pictures. I'll have to investigate to see if they actually stowed them in that direction or if they were stowed facing the rear. So that's one thing I'll have to do is check that out. The anti-aircraft gun pretty much looks like it did. Although I thought on these later models, the Type 9s were later, I thought maybe they had a shield for the 20 millimeter. I'll look more into that too. And then try to decide which U-boat I want to do. See what history there is on it and how it was painted. I'd like to sort of stick with this. But that's where I'm at so far. So for part 3 here, it's not a bad little update. Getting some rust on it and grime and getting the rest of the parts put together and put on the ship. Got the rigging to do. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw tonight. Thank you for taking a view. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do so. Also, too, if you'd like to hit the like button and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. It would help me out. It'd also let YouTube know that people are watching these and enjoying them. And until the next update on Type 9, I once again thank you for watching, and you all have a good evening. Be safe. Have a good one. Bye-bye.